Hello everyone, Sons of Duck 2, welcome to another mod overview, this time on Hellish materials. A mod that simply adds in some new ores, as well as tools, armour, and a few other items as well. So, we'll go over the tools and armour first, then we'll go over the ores, and then other bits and pieces as well that you can make them from, or possibly use. I don't know what some of these do, so we'll just have to sort of guess, but yeah. At least because I can't find much detail on them, it mostly just explains like the ores themselves or materials themselves and what you can do with them, but not the actual luckstone or moratorium, so yeah. Anyways, we'll start off obviously with the Batet armor and toolset. So we'll just jump in this cactus. And we have Blood Debt, which I assume is a way of saying anytime you take damage, you'll constantly take damage, I assume, and it's like you're losing, I'm assuming not losing blood, but just obviously in effect for trying to be bargaining with the devil, I'm pretty sure, in crystal form. Armor made from it prevents all harm, but incurs a blood debt. So you'll take less damage, of course, but you'll still have the ability to take damage. Weapons made of it, such and such, flavor text, yeah. So you have to find them in lava seas, it seems. So there's that. Obviously we'll see what it's capable of course, and durability. So we've got, I think about probably the equivalent of diamond, except that it's about iron level for the armor bar, or armor points. But yeah, everything else is probably close to diamond for durability, so yeah, it's still an option though. And obviously just make them with the following material itself. And there's also fragments, which you can get from breaking these down as your nuggets. I don't know if that means that you get the material specifically straight away after the ore, but we'll find out. My guess is that you probably do. So yeah, and you can actually convert these even if you haven't, if you have got durability used up on them, so there's that. We've got the wither effect on Vold, so obviously it's harmful to the player. But there probably is certain benefits, yeah, like higher durability and protection. So you're taking damage, but at the same time you're also being protected. But you're wearing the wither effect, basically. So yeah, interesting approach. Probably, I'm assuming there is something else to it that'll make it worthwhile, but we'll take a look at the actual description. First, I probably should keep inventory as well on. Now that I think about it. Oh well. So, you can also convert these as well to drops, which you can use for bolds, which you can obviously use with diamond armor on the smithing table, so yeah, there's that. But yeah, if you want to waste diamond armor, you technically can then. So there's those, and it's raining again, because it's always going to. Right, so the description says, should you coat diamonds in this, the resulting tools will destroy your foes utterly, not even dust will remain, altering performance is harder, faster, etc, etc. The power of cost from the bones. So yeah, let's just move these out. And that's pretty much it, just both the tool sets, of course. But we'll move on to obviously the tools, and we'll just go obviously with the Vold tier. So we've got these, and we've got some obsidian. So we'll see what these are capable of course. So we'll do this, and so I'm going to want, I think, about 3 of these for each of the tools. And then we'll move to logs, and obviously the ground we can easily do. Grass blocks. Okay. So Vold will not give us the potion effect when using these, or this is a chance much later in the durability, I don't know. But it has 13 attack damage just on the pick alone, and 1.8 attack speed, so it is faster. You've got obviously double what, well, not exactly double what netherite is, but a bit more than that, and obviously a bit more of an upgrade to a diamond sword. Obviously double and then an extra. 18, 13, and so on. But the attack speed is not different on the others though. It seems to only be on the pick, so that's interesting. And obviously since it requires diamond, my guess is that it's actually a diamond equivalent, just with obviously more durability. As you can see there. So that's interesting. No? No, actually does just break everything then? Oh. We can break them, but it can't exactly pick them up. Maybe that's supposed to be on purpose and they are just useful as weapons. That's probably possible. Yeah, because obviously setting it up where they don't drop anything from the tools is obviously the thing I think you can set. Maybe? But mostly it's just up to the block dropping, and obviously the tool acts like the others, which it clearly doesn't in this case, so that's interesting. 1700 still there. You can still technically get back what you want with Grass Path, but you don't with breaking the others. Interesting. Until the lantern you can make Grass Path, that's still possible. The sword is pretty much what we can expect, of course. Attack speed is pretty much the same. So there is that. We'll go to obviously the Batet tier as well. And obviously we'll move on to the Lus eventually. So these you can obviously pick up stuff, because they're intended to be used properly. And I don't know if this can break it. Probably the iron equivalent, I guess. Type of material, maybe? Or like an in-between, like a gem tier. Okay, so it can do that. Okay, so there's that. So it is probably diamond equivalent, except obviously it has durability of the following. So that's where it differs. Is it is like diamond somewhat, except that it's limited on durability. So fast attack speed and everything else. We'll just test with durability on the rest of these, of course. That's got the following harvesting speed. It's got that, and this. And they have obviously 250 across all of them. 9 attack damage there, 6 there, and so on. So that's and then we have obviously the following here. So we have Lus, which is simply just some ingots, which is just the actual dust itself, and gold ingot. And obviously you can convert that back to dust if you want with the tools. We'll see what these are capable of. It seems to be having the characteristics of gold with being fast, but also as good as diamond by the looks of things. But it also has 32 durability, so it is limited in that way. Obviously we'll get rid of these, since we're still quick at mining wood, quick at mining dirt somewhat. Not exactly instant, but with obviously enchantments you probably could. What else we got here? Still the same. And the damage is not exactly great either. Oh, that doesn't apparently pick up. No? For some reason the other didn't give me dirt, I don't know why. But yeah, they've got pretty much exactly the same stats as gold by the looks of things. Across all these. What do we have as gold? 7. Okay. 7, yeah. So they're pretty much gold, but with diamond capabilities by the looks of things, so not bad. They're probably like a good enough use for something that's not exactly completely gold, but is good enough for an upgrade in the Nether, where you're still, you know, going from wood to stone and then to gold, but then eventually you've got this in between, possibly. So we'll move these down. We'll see what we can do with them. So we don't need you, and that's that. Oop, taking damage from a cactus or something. Come on. There we go. So time set day. Get rid of that as well. Guess we've got our blocks, like so, for decoration, so you can get an idea what they're like if you wanted to make those with the following materials. And then we've also got our ore blocks, and the other, which is obviously the equivalent we'd be getting, or some corrupted bone, which I assume turns into that after a while, maybe? When you find the bone structures, maybe there's like a chance of one of them to have it, I think is the purpose of it. Otherwise I have absolutely no idea why this exists. Unless it just transports itself to, converts itself to that in the overworld, maybe? Or when there's air, I have absolutely no idea. Otherwise I don't know. But either way, it probably just spawns with bone structures, and that's it. But yeah, so we'll just test what's obviously capable with these, because I have absolutely no idea. Let's see, we'll find out. So let's take a look here, move that along. So wood can break glass, so that's good to know. So you get 4 dust. So I'm assuming it's every time? Unlike glowstone, we don't. Yeah, I guess you get 4 each time. And then simply, obviously not making glowstone with it, you only are making the ingots because that's its only purpose. And you can also make a luckstone technically after you make an ingot, besides the tools. So there's that. So that can be broken with a wooden pickaxe, doesn't matter which pick you've got. I assume the same applies here then? Yeah, it might just be that it just works regardless. And this will give you, okay, so it gives you that itself. And then you do have the fragments if you choose to, but you don't have to. Oh, that's supposed to be like a shield. Okay, that makes sense. So yeah, so you don't have it where it gives you fragments and you then have to make it up to that, it just gives you that. So the fragments are only if you want nuggets. That's fair enough. Basalt, it seems it's not going to break that easy. I'd guess. My assumption is that it does need diamond, and then you make, obviously, diamond with it. No? Okay, maybe it does actually work with wood. It's just it takes more to break it. That would be my guess. Next. Okay, come on. Almost there. And there we go. Oh, it completely breaks the pick when breaking it, does it? That's probably also why. Interesting, so that is the sacrifice. And then obviously you've got your drops, you've got your diamond and everything else, so yeah. So probably just waste a wooden pick on those, I guess. And the rest of these I assume just break with a wooden pick, basically. So we know what those are. Obviously they could be changed in the future, but for the most part it seems like it's intended to be accessible, I guess. They've got our moratorium, which you right click and gives you the blood debt, and has 2d6 durability and gives you additional hearts. Each time, of course. Okay, so it only uses durability when you're lacking in hearts, but also as well it's just like a brief sort of health boost period or absorption. I forget what the other is. Period. Oh, and it also does to defeat you. Interesting. So I guess it's kind of like a choice, maybe? Or it has to take some of it for how many hearts you've used up, maybe, in the process. So it refills your health, but you still have the effect for a certain period of time, possibly? Or it only takes you to half health. It's consumption, maybe. Okay. So obviously made like so. There's maybe, I guess, like a totem also. So you could have it like here and then just attack, I guess, and just get the extra benefit and so on. But it only uses durability when it needs to add to here, otherwise it's not going to do anything. We've got our lockstone, which apparently lights up on occasion. I don't know why though. I don't know if it's like a way of saving you on death, maybe? I don't know, it does light up every so often. I don't think it's just for like detecting structures or anything. If we actually take damage from our cactus, what happens? I guess it's not going to do anything. And there's not going to be like a right click this, get your stuff back grave like approach either. I have no idea what its purpose is. It could be literally anything. Luckstone, nothing. Unless it's like a respawn I could put on the go, maybe? I can only theorize. I have absolutely no clue, because there's no details of it anywhere. Check even the source page. What else have we got? Does it actually say anywhere? Luckstones, the details there, but that's it. It's just, it's included and that's it. Nothing else. Well, that's unfortunate. Maybe it's still just not ready, or there's just no clue on the functionality yet, and that's the only public one. Whilst the rest is via the source. Okay. But yeah, that's as close as I can work out. Thanks so much for watching, and goodbye. Obviously ask the creator about the Luckstone, so...